But if you actually look at behind the analytics and you look at what that necessarily means, you might be tempted to actually push on and grab some market share whilst all of your competitors start reeling in their advertising.
Amazing.
Hi.
Hey, Sam.
Hi, Ash.
Hey. So this is just part of a bit of segment. I'm doing this just so Ram knows why we're doing this.
Oh, okay.
If he listens to it.
Yeah.
No, but I basically wanted to just ask you a few questions. Pick your brain on.
You want to ask me stuff?
Yeah, just a quick segment. We'll keep it a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Just on different areas of e-commerce and your take. Maybe you ask me the same on my take on certain areas over the next few weeks, next podcasts, and we'll record this into little segments. Bite-sized stuff just to maybe put on the website, do whatever. I don't know how we'll use this content, but it's a start, and let's go for it.
By the website, we mean worldp.co.uk.
We
Check
do.
it out. Yeah.
Yep. www. No, I don't know what I said.
Nobody.
Okay.
Anyway,
all right. Cool.
Go for it.
So, Amazon advertising.
Yeah. Exciting place.
So, exciting place. And I wanted to pick your brain on how you're changing your thought process on Amazon advertising for where things will go in 2023 and beyond, and how things have evolved over the last 12 months or so.
You're talking about the thing we've been talking about for a long time.
Yeah, I'm talking about
that. I got you. Cool. I think it's a fresh take on quite an old advertising strategy. Mm-hmm. I think traditionally, anybody who works in advertising, maybe even sales, knows what the funnel is.
Yeah.
Got the wide end of the funnel that you pour potential people who may want to buy your product or services at the top of the funnel.
So this is a sales funnel. Yeah.
Yeah, sales funnel, marketing funnel. It's like this, and this is where the most amount of people are.
Yeah.
Now, unlike a traditional funnel, some people might fall out.
Yeah, right.
The main goal is to pump as many people into the funnel as possible. Top of the funnel is branding activity.
Okay.
Learn about us, learn about our brand, and let's get as many people in there.
Yep.
Middle of the funnel is like people kind of know about your brand, kind of know what you do, whatever. They might know about your competitors. These people also belong in the middle. And at the bottom is people there with payment options available, ready at hand, and they're about to buy. And traditionally, I think that the top of the funnel has had the least amount of analytics and data and research behind it.
Yeah.
Traditionally, TV ads, you see an uplift from your vendors. Like if we're talking about products, you see like a kind of uplift from your vendors. But
you don't really know where it's
really
going.
Know the effect.
It's a bit of a hit and hope approach.
Kind of.
Yeah.
You've got historic data, but as we've seen, advertising changes so much that historic data sometimes just doesn't mean anything.
Right.
So yeah, in a way, it's hit and home run, but hit and hope kind of a deal. So the way I want to, and I think we're moving a lot of our clients in this direction, but I think the whole industry is moving in this direction, is when you plan an advertising campaign and you have a large budget and you want to consider, so in Amazon terms, we are talking about Amazon, I would say you got DSP, demand side platform, you've got SD, sponsored display, and then sponsored product, brand, video, and whatnot.
Yeah.
And traditionally, the biggest return on investment you see is on the sponsored product, sponsored brand video on that side of things. Because people are there. They've already been through the whole funnel.
Yeah, right.
But the problem is there's a cap on how many people are there. The cap up here is the 8 billion residents of the world.
Yeah.
So that's what makes this appealing. This is what makes that appealing.
Interesting.
But I think you need to consider the whole funnel now when you're advertising on Amazon.
Okay.
I think for a long time, people have only really factored in sponsored product right at the bottom of the funnel.
So as a brand today, anyone listening, what would be your recommendation for them to think about going into that full funnel strategy from what they're traditionally used to doing on the bottom of the funnel activity?
I think depending on what you're aiming for is where you would allocate your budget.
Okay.
But I would seriously look into a lot of the great tools out there to monitor analytics of the campaign to see how they're performing.
Yeah.
Traditionally, DSP, you wouldn't see much return on investment.
Yeah.
So you'd normally think, okay, this is the problem with only being data-led and not using creative strategy.
Yeah.
You might just see terrible return on ad spend, close this ad, great return on ad spend, let's rock and roll here.
Interesting.
But actually, if we take brand awareness, you might want to track your brand as a keyword.
Yeah.
So let's say World Products made something. We track World Products. World Products were searched 1,000 times in a month.
Yeah.
And then we started pumping loads of money at the top of the funnel. And not many more people are buying.
Yeah.
But a couple months later, suddenly 4,000, 5,000 people are searching World Products. Now we know that they're coming through the top of the funnel and we can retarget them at the bottom.
Sounds great.
That's where I think everything I've talked about has existed for a long time, but it's the strategy of analyzing it throughout the entirety of the process. I've seen some of the really smart people heading in this direction. I've started to push sort of our team to head in that direction. I'm really excited about that.
Amazing. And just to finalize on that, I think it's an incredible strategy for those brands that now are reining in their marketing budgets where possible, due to the macroeconomic environment.
Right.
And the first thing to go is always marketing budget, advertising budget. But if they are still interested in those funnel activities, which they should be, because otherwise they will lose the reach, which could drastically harm their sales, then it's about how they can have more measurement on those top of funnel activities rather than just pulling budget tomorrow thinking doesn't do anything for us anyway.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to, again, look beyond the data. If you only make data-driven decisions, you will come out with okay to good results. And that's safe, and companies love safe. But like I said, if you look at the return on investment on sponsored display and DSP, the higher up in the funnel activity, you will be very tempted to just shut it off. But if you actually look at behind the analytics and you look at what that necessarily means, you might be tempted to actually push on and grab some market share whilst all of your competitors start reeling in their advertising.
Amazing. Thank you very much for this bite-sized segment. And
it's been fun.
Look forward to the next one.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks.